Okay, let's get started. Thank you all for joining. So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Anthony Corson, and I have the pleasure of serving as the director for the College of Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center. I'm here to welcome you to our live webinar on advising services in our college. I would like to first share that attendees will not have video or audio today during this event. This will allow participants to focus on the information that is being shared during our various presentations. Also, the chat has been disabled so the presenters can focus on giving their presentations. You will, of course, have an opportunity to ask any questions you may have during the last half hour of today's event once we begin the Q&A session. So please do not attempt to communicate through the Q&A functions of the Zoom webinar until after all presentations have concluded and the Q&A session has begun. If you experience technical difficulties during this event and you are somehow logged off of this webinar, please visit the SJSU Admitted Spartan Days main website at www.sjsu.edu/admitted Spartan Day, all one word, and use the live chat feature in the bottom right corner of the screen of that web page, and you can get assistance that way. Let's talk more about the advising in our center. Our Student Success Center serves as the central point of contact for all newly admitted students to the college. In other words, we are the folks that will work with you during orientation this summer in July. Later in the webinar, our Assistant Director, Maya Moore, will give you more specifics on orientation. So please be prepared for that. Additionally, we are the team that provides general education advising for students in our college and can answer questions related to academic policies and procedures on campus. We are also quite knowledgeable about the major and can get you started on advising in your major. We work very closely with faculty advisors in the major departments and can refer you, if necessary, for specific questions related to your major, such as participating in internship courses and how to request course substitutions, etc. Often the words college and university are used interchangeably, but let me explain the difference between these two terms and what they refer to here at SJSU. University refers to the entire SJSU campus, including all the various service units such as financial aid, housing, etc., as well as all the academic colleges. You can think of San Jose State University as a universe of colleges. The College of Health and Human Sciences is just one of the colleges represented at the university, and each college has its own Student Success Center. But of course, we like to think of ourselves as being the best Student Success Center. At least we try to be, and we hope to prove this to you here today and during orientation later this summer. The College of Health and Human Sciences, therefore, is an umbrella term referring to all the majors in the various departments and schools within our college. Here's a quick listing of the undergraduate programs housed in our college and for which our Student Success Center provides advising services. Aerospace Studies, which is our Air Force ROTC program, Kinesiology, Nursing, Nutrition and Packaging, which are in the same department, Nutrition and Packaging, as well as Public Health and Recreation, again, both in the same department, and Social Work. Our graduate level programs offering master degrees and doctorates include the various departments already mentioned, as well as audiology and occupational therapy. So our services in the Student Success Center focus on providing advising for students in these majors. Our College Success Center, the CHHS Student Success Center, has a unique team of caring professionals looking forward to meeting you. Very shortly here, the rest of the advising team will be introducing themselves so that you can get to know the professionals invested in your student success. But before then, let me quickly review the agenda for today's event. We began with the welcome and my opening remarks. This will be followed by the video presentation on our Student Success Center services. After that, our team will elaborate on specific advising topics important to you. And then lastly, you will have an opportunity to ask any questions you might have during our Q&A session, to be moderated by both our Assistant Director, Maya, and Programs Coordinator, Talisha, in conjunction with the rest of the advising team. Finally, I will share some brief closing remarks and reminders on how to stay connected with our center over the summer. Next, let me turn it over to our Assistant Director, Maya. Please take it away.
Hi, thank you, Tony. Hello, everyone, and welcome. As Tony said, my name is Maya Moore, and I have the pleasure of being the Assistant Director for our Student Success Center. So again, welcome and congratulations on your admission to San Jose State. Next up is Ugo.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Ugo Mora Torres. I am a General Academic Advisor, and I have a dual role as also a Health Professions Advisor. And I'm also the liaison to the Chicanx Latinx Student Success Center. Now let me hand it over to Talisha.
Thanks, Hugo. Hi, everyone. Congratulations on your acceptance to San Jose State University. My name is Talisha Teague, and I am an academic advisor and the programs coordinator for the center. And I'm also the liaison for public health, recreation, and the social work majors. And now here's Jeremy.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeremy Hansen. I am an academic advisor and graduation specialist with the department. I'm really excited to have you with us today. Hopefully we can answer some of the questions, the many questions I'm sure that you have. I also am the liaison for the nursing department. And now I'm going to hand it over to Renee.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Congratulations again on your acceptance. My name is Renee Leonard. I'm an academic advisor in the College of Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center, and I support the graduation specialist, Jeremy, in his role. And I'm also the liaison for the Nutrition, Food Science, and Packaging Department. And I will hand it back to Tony.
Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. And thank you all for introducing yourself and your role within our center. Next, let's turn our attention to the video presentation on our center services to learn more about who we are and what we do. Renee, would you please get the video started when you're ready?
Hello, future Spartans. Welcome to San Jose State University. We are the College of the Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center. We are one center with two locations in Macquarie Hall and in the Health Building. Academic advising services are available via phone and through Zoom, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Fridays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Our center's mission is to be the central point of contact for all new and continuing students pursuing College of Health and Human Sciences majors. We aim to provide resources and academic advising for new and continuing students to develop the skills and knowledge necessary to achieve academic success and graduate in a timely manner. We want to support your graduation goals and can work with freshmen and transfers to create graduation plans with your goals in mind. Our vision is to continue to seek innovation in advising and student success in order to facilitate students' timely graduation from San Jose State and preparation for graduate school and career opportunities. Here at the Student Success Center, our team of advisors serve all College of Health and Human Sciences majors. We also serve students who are interested in our majors, which include kinesiology, nursing, nutritional science, dietetics and packaging, public health and recreation, and social work. At San Jose State University, you will have two types of advisors on your team. Here at the Student Success Center, we are general education or GE advisors who can help you with GE or general education review, semester planning, educational pathway plans, progress report discrepancies, the international experience requirement, petition or form questions, academic policies and procedures, health professions advising, and preparation for the major advising. You will also have a department advisor, also known as a major or faculty advisor, who is an expert in their specific field, and they can help you with major course planning, graduation check in, major and minor forms, substitution forms, how to add or change a major or a minor, internship guidance, career guidance, grad school planning, and mentoring. In addition to advising, our Student Success Center offers free peer tutoring in Biology 65, which is anatomy, Biology 66, which is physiology, Chemistry 30A, which is introduction to chemistry, and statistics courses, including Public Health 67, which is introduction to health statistics, Stat 95, which is elementary statistics, and the Statways sequence. Interested in the health professions career? We also specialize in health professions advising, which include career and graduate school advice in audiology, occupational therapy, pre nursing, physical therapy, physician assistants, and so much more. Kristen Keller, who is our Career Center liaison, offers appointments for College of Health and Human Sciences majors. She specializes in career advice, offering assistance with researching your career, internship and job search strategies, resume and cover letter writing, LinkedIn profile development, finding mentors and developing professional networks, interviewing preparation and practice, and exploring graduate school and post-grad options. Now, please grab your phone and take a picture or screenshot this slide. This is how to make an appointment with us, your academic advisors in the College of Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center. You can self-schedule online through Spartan Connect, or you can call us at area code 408-924-2910 if calling between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., or 408-924-8601 if you're calling between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. And be sure to stay connected to us through social media, where you will get up to date information on workshops, info sessions, online fairs, presentations, and so much more. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel at CHHS _SSC where you can find video tutorials on things like class selection and class registration and live stream past events.
All right, I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. Let us next elaborate on certain topics from the video that we think you will find important as you join us here at SJSU. Next, I would like to speak to you more about one, what student success means to us, and two, the difference between GE and faculty major advisors, and lastly, three, briefly discuss our team of peer mentors with you. Renee, would you please get our presentation slides started? Wonderful. Thank you, Renee. Would you move forward to my slide? Yes, thank you very much. All right, let's get started. So I will start by elaborating on what student success means to us. So as you saw in the video, student success means students graduating in a timely manner, in a major reflective of your strengths and interests. But it also means having a caring professional advisor by your side to help provide answers to questions not easily found online, especially as it pertains to class selection and academic support, as well as providing assistance with crafting an educational or graduation plan specifically tailored to your needs. These are our areas of expertise, so please do take advantage of our services. But there is also more that we can do to assist you beyond simply helping you to enroll in courses. We are also excellent problem solvers. For this reason, we want to build a meaningful relationship with you and to help you navigate not only university requirements, but also discuss career and how to take advantage of opportunities on campus. There may be issues that arise that are non-academic in nature that we are able to assist you with. So please be sure to visit our Student Success Center throughout your academic career. If we do not know the answer to your question, we will assist you in finding the answer on our campus. So please do make use of our services. Next, I'd like to talk about GE advisors and the difference that in the services that we provide in regards to faculty major advisors. So you also heard in the video, we have two types of advisors in the college: general education or GE advisors found in our center, and faculty advisors, also referred to as major advisors, in our various major departments within the College of Health and Human Sciences. We work very hard in our college to provide seamless advising. Each member of our team serves as a liaison to one of our major departments. This helps greatly with communication and updating information that needs to be shared with you, with the student. So during your first year or two as a newly admitted Frosh student, we will work with you to assist you in meeting a very important component of your degree here at SJSU, the general education component. We in the center try to help students select courses that can double count for GEs and for your major requirements with regard to both lower and upper division requirements. In this way, we can help you to streamline your degree and shorten your time to graduation. Once you are done with your GEs, we will hand you off to the major advisor, but we are always here to answer questions about academic policies and procedures. We all know about the major and we know it well, and we'll get you started and help you to keep moving along in the major. But for specific detailed questions in the major regarding internships, senior seminars, etc., we refer you to the faculty advisors in the major departments for further assistance. So please start with us. We'll get you started and we're happy to work with you. Lastly, I would like to briefly mention our team of peer mentors and peer tutors who are students like yourself. They work at our front desk and also with students one-on-one and online sessions for mentoring and tutoring. Maya will share further details regarding our peer tutoring program later in this presentation, so let me focus now on our peer mentors. Our team of peer mentors assist with our academic support program, which aims to help students who have dropped below a C average. And we try to help them with returning to good academic standing as soon as possible. This is because maintaining a C average is a graduation requirement. Not that anyone participating here today in our webinar will need this assistance, but if you do, we can provide that here in our Student Success Center. And our peer mentors excel at mentoring students in time management, helping them to achieve their goals, especially when it's related to their academics, as well as assisting students with leveraging their unique learning style in developing better study strategies. Next, let's give our attention to Hugo's presentation on health professions advising. Hugo, please get us started.
Hello, everybody. Well, it's me again. So what we mean by comprehensive academic advising is that most of our students who do go on, who do want to become health professionals will go on to become occupational therapists, physical therapists, nurses, audiologists, or physician assistants. That's basically our specialty. But we do also work with pre-meds and pre-dental students as well. And what we mean by comprehensive is when we do a graduation or educational plan with you, we will combine the general education requirements along with the prerequisites that you need to get into these graduate programs. We will also connect you to resources at San Jose State that will enrich your preparation and help you explore these careers that you're interested in. Next slide. Ultimately, many of you will want to go off to a graduate health professions school. So we do host graduate school information sessions. So in other words, last week we had a physician assistant program. Prior to that, we had a physical therapy program, and they gave all the information that you will need to be a competitive student for their program. As a follow-up to that, we hold application workshops. We take the basic information you need to apply, and we make it very practical and relevant. So that way you can include that information into your planning, your strategic planning, so that you can apply once and get in on your first time. We also understand that personal statements, the personal statement is what you write to the schools before you get in, saying, I want to be a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, a nurse, and for the following reasons. So the personal statement can be daunting, can be challenging, can be a scary thing to write. So we understand that. So we have these workshops specially geared to getting you started, and also encourage you to follow a certain process that will end up with your best personal statement. We also offer other valuable tips and services and resources that will best prepare you. That's it. Next person, please.
Thanks,
Tanika.
Hugo. Yeah, thanks, Hugo. So as a College of Health and Human Sciences major, you will have the opportunity to work one-on-one with Kristen Keller, a career counselor who specializes in our majors. So when you are admitted, you can self-schedule an appointment with Kristen, just like you do when you make an advising appointment with us. And she'll be able to speak to you about your career roadmap, which includes exploring your options, identifying your skills, building experience, and then launching your career after graduation. And it was reported that working with Kristen will give you access to San Jose State alumni career advice, which students reported were able to gain employment immediately after graduation simply because they graduated from San Jose State. Next slide, please. So in order to stay up to date with us, just like what Hugo was saying about those workshops, stay up to date with us by following us on social media. Like us on Facebook, we are located at CHHS Student Success Center, and our Instagram and Twitter handle is CHHS _SSC. And now Jeremy is going to talk to you about the international experience requirement.
Yeah, thank you, Talisha. So yes, I'm talking a little bit about the international experience requirement today. I think it's one of the things that distinguishes our college from some of the other colleges at SJSU. It's essentially it's required for all of our students except for hospitality, nursing, and social work. All of our students are required to participate in it prior to graduation. The goal is to help introduce students like yourself to international and intercultural perspectives different than their own. I know it's pretty easy myself growing up in a small town to feel like you live in kind of a bubble until you get to a place like San Jose, or you go and travel abroad. Our department views the international experience as an opportunity for students to have an experience that they might not normally be able to have. Scholarships are available through the dean's office, and I know that's always a question about this requirement is, well, how are we going to pay for it? Well, that's one way we can help you with that. It's designed, though, ultimately to provide a high-quality global learning experiences that are both flexible, affordable, and relevant to your degree and future career. Because during the process of this international experience, you have the chance to meet GE requirements or potentially major requirements. All right, next slide. So how do we meet this requirement? In general, there are three main requirements, three main components of this requirement. Travel outside the United States has to be for a minimum of 9 days, and you have to receive academic credit for it. And there's a few ways that you can do this. Probably our more common program is our faculty-led programs, the last bullet point there. We call them FLPs here at San Jose State. You probably hear them referred to that quite often. And they're programs that are often about 2 weeks and 2 weeks long, and you can get, like I said, some of your SJSU studies, upper division GEs done during that time. Of course, there's also the more traditional semester or year-long academic abroad study away programs. But in addition to those, we have a variety of other ways that you could potentially meet this requirement, depending on your situation, such as the Virtual International Partners Program. That's a way for you to connect with international students at San Jose State, so you can get to know about their culture and they can get to know about your culture. There's also community service, a potential community service component, depending on the route that you go. It's 20 hours that's required for that requirement. It has to be with a culture and organization that's of a background different than your own. So those are some of the main ways that you can go about completing that requirement. And we definitely encourage you to come in and talk to us about that, because I know, again, it can seem overwhelming at first. And that kind of leads me to my last bullet point, which is don't panic. Visit our website, which we can see on the next slide, sjsu.edu/CHHS SSC. We have a lot of great information on there, such as our tutoring services, all of our events and workshops we list on there, how to change your major if you want to change a major into our college, all of our advising information. We have a lot of great links there for a ton of things that I'm sure you have questions about. So we really encourage you to visit that website, and Talisha was kind enough to link it in chat too. So yeah, I guess that does it for me, and I'm going to pass it off to Maya now to talk a little bit about the tutoring that I mentioned.
Thank you, Jeremy. And hello again, everyone. So again, I am Maya. I'm the assistant director, and I'm also the peer tutoring coordinator. So I'd like to share a little bit about our program. As mentioned in the video, we offer tutoring in 4 main subject areas: it's chemistry or introduction to chemistry. Biology 65 is anatomy, biology 66 is physiology, and then elementary or introductory statistics. And all of our tutors are very well informed. They all have earned no less than a B+ in their courses. And so we consider them, experts in those subject areas. And the great thing about each of them is that this is part of their work in giving back to the San Jose State community. Each of them had someone that helped them along the way in those courses, helped them to be successful. And so they really want to pay it forward. We have individual appointments rather than group appointments in our program, and that way you get the dedicated tutoring that you desire. These are 1-hour appointments with your tutor, and we can go over any questions that you have about an upcoming exam, about an assignment that you got back and aren't sure why you got the answers wrong, that type of thing. Also, they can help you just with your study strategies and really developing your study habits to be successful in not only the course that you're seeking tutoring for, but in future courses, because you're going to build on the knowledge that you're learning in these foundational courses. You'll be able to self-schedule with the tutors through Spartan Connect. You'll learn more about Spartan Connect once you join us at San Jose State, but it's a bit of a scheduling tool for you to make advising appointments, tutoring appointments, mentoring appointments. And so again, this puts more of the power into your hands. You don't have to rely on the front desk. You don't have to make a phone call or fill out a Google form and wait for a response. You look through Spartan Connect, you see when the tutors are available, and you make your appointment that way. The last thing I want to mention is our workshops, which are pretty unique. We offer workshops twice throughout the semester. We have midterm workshops and final exam workshops. It's pretty unique to our program. Each subject offers these workshops, and they're very engaging and interactive. It's not another lecture that a professor would give. It's the tutor, giving you tips on how to work through different problems, different concepts. They have polling questions, they do Q&As. So there's an opportunity for you to really engage with the tutors and get some practice for the exams before you actually have to sit and take them. At this time, all of our tutoring is held online through Zoom. We're looking forward to the day that we're all back on campus and we can have in-person tutoring sessions. But for now, for everyone's wellness and safety, our sessions will be held through Zoom, which has been working very well in the last few semesters here. And so I'd like to transition on to the next slide and for you preparing for fall 2021. So we're hoping that you will choose San Jose State. And if that is the case, please be sure to complete intent to enroll by May 1st. That is the deadline to complete intent to enroll. And what that means is answering yes, you're choosing San Jose State, signing up for an orientation date, and then paying the orientation fee or the deposit rather. And so you need to do those 3 things in order to lock in your place at our university. In June, after we know that you've chosen San Jose State, you'll be invited to a few mandatory Canvas courses. Canvas is a learning platform, basically. It's a curriculum platform that we use at San Jose State. So that's, if you have any online classes, you'll have a Canvas shell that you'll work through where all of your assignments will live, where lectures, videos will live. That's all in Canvas. And so you will be invited to a few over the summer. One of those courses will be our Canvas course. It's titled CHHS Frosh Orientation, Advising, and Registration. And this course is going to provide some advising guidance and resources to you leading up to your orientation date. So please be sure to check that out. Keep an eye out for an email from us in June inviting you to join that Canvas course. You'll receive a couple of other invitations. There'll be an invitation to the university-wide Canvas course called SJSU Orientation, and also a Canvas course called Reflections on College Writing, or the RCW. And so those are 2 emails or invitation emails to look out for throughout the summer. And the third thing I want to mention is a module called Spartan Link. That's also something that you will receive through new students and family programming. It has a ton of great content that introduces you not just to your department, but to the university as a whole, and all of our resources, all of our various cultural centers on campus, veteran resource centers, all types of resources for you, from games, student involvement, student orgs. There's a lot of great content there. So keep an eye out for that and be sure to complete that module before orientation. So please do understand that the modules that I mentioned, the Canvas courses, are mandatory, as is attending virtual orientation. So as you all probably know, orientation will be held online this summer. So both our sessions with you, where we work on advising and registration, and also the campus-wide orientation called Sparta Camp. Both of those are mandatory sessions, and we're really looking forward to hosting you and working with you, choosing your classes, and creating the best schedule for you to be successful this semester, this coming semester. And I think that's it. Let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So expectations for today's Q&A. We know that many of you will have questions about orientation and registration for fall 2021. Unfortunately, we don't have sufficient time to go through all of those questions today. So our time today is really dedicated to helping you understand the advising resources that exist in our college and how you can access them. So that's going to be our focus for today. So we welcome you to ask those general questions about advising and the resources that we can provide through our center and the resources that you have available to you from your departments. We can touch on that as well, but we won't be able to answer your individual questions about registration today. So hold those questions until orientation. There'll be plenty of time for us to discuss at that time. You also may find that all of your questions are answered through the Canvas courses that I mentioned. So you probably will find that questions will be answered through that, and you'll have fewer questions by the time you meet with us in the summer for orientation. So I think that with that, we're ready for the Q&A. Can get started. I will moderate the Q&A, and Talisha will answer some questions on Q&A that might be better answered in that platform. Otherwise, I think we're ready to go. So everyone, please, the Q&A should be open at this time. You're free to put your answers or your questions rather in there, and we'll do our best to answer them.
Maya, there was actually a good question. Is there a fee for our tutoring services?
Oh, it's a great question. No, tutoring is completely free. Thank you for that. 100% free for San Jose State students, of course. We have a question here about getting into our Canvas course. Talisha's going to answer it, or we're saying we're going to answer it. Okay, so Tony, could I give this question to you? The question is, how can we get into our Canvas course?
So Canvas is a tile that you will see when you log in with your student profile account information or single user login. It's a tile that you will see when you log into one.sjsu.edu. And it is, as Maya shared, it's a platform that we use for our curriculum or academic courses on campus here. And so we've used that and adopted it for our Frosh orientation. So it'll have different sections within it, which will walk you through advising and registration. It'll have helpful, videos on how to select courses, put them in your shopping cart and register, etc. But Canvas is one of those options that you'll see when you log into one.sjsu.edu. And you will be guided through, after you complete the intent to enroll process, you'll be guided on how to set up your student profile and your single user login option. So hopefully that addresses the question. Did I miss anything, Maya?
No, I think that covers it.
Okay.
Thank you. We have another question that came in through the chat, and Tony, I think I'll ask you to answer this one again. The question is, when should freshmen make an appointment with an advisor? Paraphrasing a bit.
Okay. So we know that students are seeking advising now. I've gotten a couple of requests already. But right now our focus is on helping our continuing students. So our students who are already matriculated students at SJSU, and they're getting prepared for registration for fall 2021. Their registration dates will be earlier. And so we ask you to hold on to those questions until orientation in July. At that time, we can give you more individualized, specific one-on-one attention. You'll be case loaded with one of our advisors. And after orientation in July, if you have more questions, then at that point, you'll be welcome to make appointments with our Student Success Center with one of your, with your orientation advisor. Or whoever's available, we'll get you assistance. But please hold on to those questions until Frosh orientation in July.
Great, thank you. That was another great question. Thank you, Tony. This next question I also would like to direct to you, Tony. Sorry.
Sure, no problem.
Overtime here.
Keep them coming.
This is about what fall 2021 will look like in terms of classes. So the student is asking, will we be returning to in-person classes this fall?
There will be many options as far as the modalities that will be offered for instruction. There will be in-person courses. There will be completely online courses that are asynchronous, meaning you do not have to log on at any specific time. And then there will be synchronous courses, which require you to log on at specific time with the rest of the folks who are participating in that course. And then there will be hybrid options where you'll mostly be receiving instruction online, but at times requested to come in. So we're trying to offer a variety of options so that we can suit whatever needs students have and best meet those needs. But there will be a variety of options. And, you know, once you complete the intent to enroll and the next steps process and select your orientation date in July, then you'll have access to the one.sjsu.edu, and you'll be able to log into your MySJSU and begin looking and searching for those classes. And when you get the invitation for a Frosh orientation Canvas course, we'll provide you some direction on how to do all that and how to select courses and put that in your shopping cart. And one of the assignments will ask you to actually put those courses in your shopping cart so that we can make sure that the courses that you're selecting for fall are moving you forward. And I think I'll mention here now that we are block enrolling our new first-year students or freshmen in certain courses if requested by the major to block enroll them in those courses. So you may find out that you're already in one or two classes, but those courses are courses that will move you forward in the major.
Thank you, Tony. See, we have a couple questions. This is a good question. I will ask Jeremy to answer this question. So let's switch it up a little bit. So Jeremy, the question is, are we still having the English placement test?
No.
Answer, no, it's
Yes.
decided by multiple measures in their enrollment category.
Yes, that's correct.
Let me add, so there
Elaborate.
will not be an ELM or an English language placement exam. Instead, what we receive is your enrollment category based on how you scored in high school in math and what courses you took in math, or for English. We also get an enrollment category score for you as far as your English. And then we work with you to help you make a decision about what would fit your needs best. And so that Reflections on College Writing Canvas course that Maya mentioned earlier, that's going to be invaluable to our freshmen. You need to complete that before orientation. That'll help you make a decision about whether or not you should take English 1A or whether or not you should take the stretch version of that course, which takes the same content as English 1A, which is a semester-long course, and they stretch it across the entire year. So you take the first part in fall and the second part in spring, but that'll help you really polish your English skills. If you're like me and you didn't feel very prepared for university life or community college, you know, coming out of high school, you may find the stretch English option invaluable. I know I did. I had to really apply myself a lot in community college to become a better writer, but eventually I got there. Hopefully that gets to the question.
I believe so. If we didn't quite answer the question for you, please repost to the Q&A for us, all right? This is a follow-up question to that last segment about English. The student is asking, what is the course name for the Stretch English course? The course name is, well, when you search for it, it will be English 1AF for the fall and English 1AS for the spring. And it is called Stretch English. Yeah, that is the name. Another question coming in live, would you mind to repeat what we need to look for before orientation for the fall? So yes, I can repeat that for you. There will be a number of invitations that you will receive over the summer. So the first one, and I don't mean first in the next, actually in the order that you may receive the invitations, because this could change, but I'll just list them out. So the first one would be the SJSU Orientation Canvas course. That's the course that's created by new students in family programming. And that is the university-wide course.
And maybe we should also mention Spartan Link.
Yes, I did mention that before.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
I did.
Thank you, Maya.
I did. So that's the Canvas course will be SJSU orientation. That's one Canvas course. The second Canvas course will be ours, the CHHS Frosh Orientation and Advising Canvas course. The third Canvas course will be called Reflections on College Writing. It's also referred to as RCW. So that's a course created by the English department. So get an invitation to that. The Reflection on College Writing is really a self-assessment of your writing skills and your comfort with writing. So there's a series of exercises that you'll go through. I think there's a total of 10 modules that you'll complete. And that will help you decide, as Tony mentioned earlier, will help you decide on English 1A, which is the 1 semester English course, or Stretch English, which is the 2 semester course. So those are the 3 Canvas courses. And then we have Spartan Link, which is also a university-wide module. It's not on Canvas. It won't be one of those tiles that Tony mentioned. It's a standalone resource, basically. And it has built-in videos and quizzes. So you'll see some videos of upperclassmen and women, right? You'll see of students in their junior level, senior level students, some little talking points there, talking points from university leadership on campus. And so that is the 4th invitation to a module or a Canvas shell that you'll get. I think that covers everything, right?
Yeah, that covers everything. Thank you. That was very, very helpful. And the Spartan link is the first invitation you'll receive.
Right, right. That one should go out first. So you'll get all of these invitations through your sjsu.edu email address. So we default to that for all of our communications on campus. So be sure to check that email inbox. If you don't see it for some reason, check your spam and look for it there. And if you still don't, see those invitations, definitely Spartan Link. If you don't see that invitation by June, then reach out to New Student and Family Programming. And actually, Talisha, could you put the link to the NSFP Sparta Camp website, their Frosh orientation website? That's one that you all will find helpful. Okay, so
They can also link to the NSFP website on Frosh orientation from our Student Success Center website. If they
Oh, that's
click on
right.
orientation.
That's right. We also have an orientation page.
I just posted it. It's New Spartans. So
Okay.
it's just on the link.
Thank you. Let's see, we have a question about taking classes during the summer and how the student would do that. So Ugo, I'd love to bring you into the conversation. So I haven't put a question to you yet. This question is from a student that's interested in taking classes during the summer. They want to know how they would do that, how they would take those classes. They heard that they would need to ask the university before taking summer classes at a community college. So someone gave them some good advice there on
Sure.
asking for input.
It's my understanding that you don't need permission from the university, but you should get some guidance from an advisor just to make sure you're taking a course that is transferable and that will advance your progress towards graduation. So basically just register at a community college, go to any community college website, and it says new students, click on that, register. Most community colleges do require some kind of placement test, English or math placement test, to make sure that you're in a course that is appropriate for your level of math and English. But it's not a bad option. But if you want to get started early, you're chomping at the bit and want to get started hitting the ground running at San Jose State. But we do recommend that you check with an advisor just to make sure that that course is transferable and it's going to help you make progress towards graduation.
Yeah, and that's really good advice. So please do seek out advising. Make sure that the courses that you're taking during the summer are transferable if you're taking them at the community college, as Hugo shared. And there is also the option to take courses during the summer at our campus. It's through our special sessions during summer, Open University. if you did an online search through Google for Open University and SJSU, that will connect you to the College of Professional and Global Education. And you may be able to take some courses during the summer here through that. But if you take courses at the community college, you'll of course save a bit of money. And but just make sure that you seek out advising, and you can work with advisors at the community college campus on that. But you can also send me an email. Send me an email. You guys all have my email address. I sent the invitations to you for this event. And for folks who are interested in summer school advising, we could probably see a little bit early. We want to make sure that you're taking the correct courses that you need. So just send me an email and I'll get you connected with our advising services.
I was just looking at Open University website, by the way. I don't believe that it's open for matriculated students. So I'm not sure freshmen would then be able to take advantage of it because they're matriculated.
It's unusual, but it does happen. And new freshmen do get matriculated in early June. So they might be able to take like a second session course or something like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's, generally because of the savings and costs, community college is often the better option for freshmen during the summer.
Okay, I think we have time for maybe one or two more questions. I did get a request to repeat those 3 Canvas courses. So Talisha, would you mind also typing them in the chat? So I'll start with the one that's not a Canvas course, just so we're being consistent and just covering our bases here. So the first one is Spartan Link. And that is the one that Tony mentioned will most likely go out first. That's Spartan Link. And it's referred to as a module, and it is mandatory to complete. All of these are mandatory before your orientation date. So that's Spartan Link. The Canvas courses are SJSU orientation. The second, we're good, Talisha. Okay, let's talk too fast. The second one is the Reflection on College Writing Canvas course, or it's called RCW as well. And the third one is our Canvas course, and that is the CHHS Frosh Orientation, Advising, and Registration -Summer 2021. It's a long title.
We can work on that. Maybe we'll edit that next time.
We might edit it for the next round.
And by the way, Maya, it is 1:55, so we have maybe time for one more question.
Time for one more. Okay, we do have one more question that came in. This might be a bit difficult to answer that one though. Talisha, could you answer that next question maybe through the Q&A? And there's a question about the honors program. Again, this is a very specific individualized question, so I think we'll have to cover that through the chat or just through a response from Talisha as well. See if there are any other questions coming through. Doesn't look like it. So that last question that just came through, Talisha is responding to you. Last call for questions from anyone? Oh, thanks. I think that's it then. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us today. Tony has the final remarks.
Yes, thank you, Maya, and thank you, Talisha, for moderating our Q&A, and thank you, Jeremy and Hugo, for helping us to answer student questions. And we look forward to seeing you all during orientation in July. You will receive an invitation to participate in our Canvas course, which will guide you. And again, if you have any unique questions that are not addressed by any of the resources that you all are receiving, please email me and we'll get you the assistance that you need. But otherwise, this concludes our event today. So thanks again for joining us and for all the great questions. Before you leave though, please take a look here. We'd like you to look at our social media slide. And Renee, wonderful. Thank you, Renee. Thank you for posting that. All right, excellent. So please take a look here, take a screenshot if you can, or maybe take a shot of this with your phone. We'd like you to stay connected with us throughout, through the use of our social media accounts displayed here. And if you have questions, you all should have my email as I shared with you in the invitation to join today's event. So send those to me. I may not be able to answer all your questions in email, and it may be more appropriate for you to meet with one of our academic advisors, so we can set that up. I'll provide you some guidance on what to do. Also, if you do decide to join us here at SJSU in the fall, and we hope you do, and you have completed the intent to enroll process in next steps by May 1st, then you can expect to hear more from us via email about summer orientation later in July. We work in coordination with new students and family programs, which is the main office that coordinates orientation. They're the folks who maintain Spartan Link and also the Canvas course that's going to share the Zoom links for our different orientations in July. And we do the advising portion of that, but there's a lot to attend. There are resource fairs, there's different presentations that are important for you to attend in the morning, on day one, etc. And then after those presentations in the morning on day one for Frosh orientation, we'll do a college welcome with you, talk a little bit more about advising and those things that you need to know. And then on day two, we'll see you guys in the morning and help you register for classes. So don't worry, we'll be there to support you, and we hope you select SJSU. Until then, please stay healthy, stay safe. We wish you all well, and we look forward to seeing you this summer for orientation in July. So again, thank you for joining us, and take good care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon, okay?